Sometimes I record with a crystal in my lap, so today I'm going to use this citrine because I think this goes with the vibe. So I know that some of you people watching are spiritual entrepreneurs. That tends to be the kind of people that come and watch my videos. So today, this one is for you. And today I'm going to share with you 3 marketing tips that you need to know that will help to make your online marketing and business go much more smoothly. So if you want to find out what those tips are, then be sure to keep watching. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. I am a spiritual life and business coach, and this is my YouTube channel. This is where I create 2 new videos for you each and every week, all about the art of combining mindset and manifestation together so that you can use them to go out there, manifest like the badass that you really are, and create the life of your dreams. It's my passion to bring this message to 1 million people, so I'd really love your help in doing that. If you could send this video on to a friend that needs this message, or if you want to help me out and hit the subscribe button, that would be so amazing. In the meantime, if you want to learn more about me, come on over to my site. You can sign up for business coaching over there, or sign up for my monthly manifestation membership, where you get access to a full range of masterclasses about manifestation and more, plus a monthly topic and coaching calls with me. If that sounds like something you want to know more about, then be sure to come over and check it out at the Manifest. So if you are a spiritual entrepreneur, if you are a life coach, if you are a healer, if you are a tarot card reader, if you're some sort of practitioner, welcome to the club. I know that there are a few of you out there, and I'm going to start making a little bit more content for you guys. The thing is, I completely understand what it's like to be a spiritual entrepreneur and to not really know how to put yourself out there online. For me personally, I had a bit of a background in online marketing, but when it came to creating a spiritual business, I had all kinds of weird beliefs and limiting beliefs about what was appropriate and what wasn't appropriate. Basically, I thought that people would just come and find me and that I wouldn't have to put myself out there if I was just a spiritual person. And unfortunately, that is not how it works. In today's busy internet age, there are so many people online, and that means that there really is opportunity for you to get your message out into the world. But you also need to know what you're doing. You need to speak to your people in the right way, and you need to offer them something concrete to think about. You can't just stand around in cute little outfits and call yourself spiritual and hope that people will understand you. You need to kind of learn a bit about the marketing world in order to communicate effectively. Because again, there are a lot of people out there online, and there will be somebody that is doing this the right way that is going to get your ideal customer instead of you if you're not careful. So I want to get you guys started with this today so you can start implementing these messages right now and to start to change your business from struggling into a place where you start to feel abundant and confident. So with that all being said, let's get into the tip. And tip number 1 for you today about spiritual marketing is that it's always the client first. Always, 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 always the client first. So this is what usually happens when it comes to internet marketing or putting yourself out there on Instagram. You start to think that just showing up and showing your face online and being this person that's posting pictures all the time means that you are marketing yourself or that you are putting yourself out there. So that's a mistake I see so many people make. And you know, it is nice to put a bit of yourself online. It's cool to post pictures of your coffee or your smoothie or your workout or whatever. You also need to make sure that you are always telling people who you are and what you can do for them. Because when it comes to the internet, people aren't following you just for your vibe. They're not following you, because you're cute or whatever the reasons are. They're ultimately following you for a reason. They want something from you, and you are here to offer something to somebody. Ultimately, every single business is about solving a problem for somebody. So I want you to think about who your customer is and what problem you are solving. And now I want you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, when was the last time you talked about that, either on your Instagram, on your blog, on your YouTube channel, on whatever? You need to constantly tell people who you are and what you do. Otherwise, they are going to forget and they're not going to realize what you can actually help them with. And if they don't know what you can help them with, then no one's ever going to come and hire you to do that. A lot of the time, we think we're being too repetitive, or we think that we put it out there a million times before and that people should just get it. But unfortunately, sometimes people's memories aren't that great. Again, there's a lot of competition out there, and also you need to be on top of it, right? So if you talked about your coaching program 6 weeks ago and somebody that is following you is looking for a coaching program, but all the other coaches that have coaching programs are talking about their programs all the time, that person is not going to remember that you posted it once 6 weeks ago. They are going to remember what they've seen recently. So that is exactly why you need to show up and talk about your stuff all the time. But you don't have to do that in a salesy way. You don't have to do that in a sleazy way. That's a whole other topic for another day. But you just need to remind people how you can help them. Talk about how you can help them and do that all the time, and people will love you for it. Tip number 2 for you today is to keep it natural. So I have coached some people, and of course they're lovely people. They have amazing talents to offer the world. But when it comes to them writing a sales page, suddenly they don't sound like themselves anymore. Suddenly they sound like they are writing a resume, or they're in a really awkward job interview. And the whole magic of their personality and of their energy and of their enthusiasm is missing from the sales page. So writing a sales page is a whole art into itself. And I don't have time to go into that in this video today. But what I want to offer you with a sales page, with an Instagram post, with anything that you're writing for your business, I want you to see if this passes the friend test. So if you were telling your friend about your latest offering or your coaching package or your tarot card readings or whatever it is, how would you speak to them? And then remember what that sounds like, and now compare that to what you're putting up online. Again, when it comes to the online stuff, we tend to get stuck on really weird things. Like we are focused on 6 weeks of calls, or 10 tarot card readings or something like that. And ultimately, that isn't really the point. The point of what you are selling is that you are offering them a transformational journey. You are trying to take your customer from A to B, and you're offering your package, your course, whatever it is, that is the vehicle. So when you would talk to your friends about it, you wouldn't talk to them like, I'm offering a 6-week program with 12 calls or something like that. You would be like, I'm so excited to help these women transform their world from feeling low confidence into high energy and business confidence, or whatever it is for you, right? You would talk with enthusiasm. You would talk about the transformation. You would talk about, something with high vibe and energy, not just the weird details. I mean, the details are important to include as well. There will be somebody probably out there who wants that as well, but ultimately that's not what they're buying. Ultimately, your customers are buying with emotion. They are buying a story. They are buying with confidence that you can help them to do this thing. So you need to tell them what you can do. And telling them about, how long your workbook is, that is not doing it. That is not conveying it. That is not the magic. Nobody really cares about the workbook. The workbook might be great, but they care about something else. And it is that thing that you need to talk about. And you need to talk about it in a really, natural, fun, easygoing, normal you way. So make sure you pass the friends test. Make sure it sounds conversational, and that will clear up your copy like no other tip I could give you. Finally, tip number 3 that I have for you today for how to elevate your spiritual business through the magic of marketing, and that is not to rely on your title. So for example, I just did a whole post about this on my new website at jennstevens.com, so you can come over and read that. But the whole post was basically about how no one really knows what a life coach does. Like the people in the life coaching world, they totally know what that is. They totally get it. But the rest of the world doesn't know that. So whether you are a life coach or a nutritionist or a trainer or a healer or a tarot card reader or whatever you do, you need to also make sure that you are partially, some of the time, educating the world on what that is that you do. Because I know how it happens. Like, I know that you think that you just saying your title, that people will automatically understand what that is. That people will just get how you can help them. but that isn't entirely true. Again, we have to remember to do everything with our focus on the customer. And there are people out there that have no idea how a healing session will help them. There are people out there that have no idea how a tarot card reading subscription could improve their life. There are people out there that have no idea how working with a spiritual life coach could get them unstuck and get them moving back on track. So you need to talk about that as well, right? You need to talk about how you are different. You need to talk about how you can help people. But you also need to talk about who you are in the industry and what this position does, even if it's just a title that you've made up. Part of your job is education. Part of your job is telling people, showing people, describing to people what this is, who you are, what, you know, your personal title might be. So when you go to the doctor, you know what a doctor is. And when you go to a lawyer, you know what a lawyer is. But when it comes to the online world, a lot of these definitions are very different, and a lot of the services people offer are incredibly different. So maybe the thing that you are offering is so different than everybody else that you just need to make sure that you are really talking about that. Again, I think it's actually kind of detrimental to rely on your title too much. I mean, put your title in your Instagram bio so people can find it if they're looking for it, but you can't rely on that. The title alone is not going to do it. You need to stand up and create your audience by telling them, educating them, showing them, giving them examples, telling them your story. You need to create, you know, all of this body of knowledge for them to really get what you do. And when they really get what you do, and when they have a problem that you can help them with, that is when they're going to feel comfortable enough to come and buy from you. Nobody's going to go do the groundwork and like dig into your LinkedIn bio or, you know, try to look at your qualifications. Like, they are going to need to know the story from the stories that you tell them. So you need to make sure you're telling them the right stories. Okay, that's it for today's video. What did you think? I really hope this helps you spiritual entrepreneurs out there to rethink your marketing and to maybe turn things on their head a little so that you can, you know, revamp things and start to attract people in a whole new way. I would love to know if you watched this video all the way to the end. So if you did, leave me a comment down below that says, I love marketing. I would love to see who has watched this far. If you want to learn more from me, then come on over to my site. And if you're interested in signing up with me as a business coaching client, I have slots available for my VIP 6-month-long students. And this program is all about taking your business from 0 to 10K consistent months. So if that is something that you want in your life coaching business or in your spiritual business, then be sure to come over and fill out an application. Other than that, please give this video a big like if you liked it. And if you want to watch more, click the latest upload right here. I'll be back here in the next video. So until then, as always, I'm wishing you an amazing week. And just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.